Hey guys, welcome back to Razor RC. I just wanted to shoot number 3 in the steering trim fix series for the TLR 22.4 2.0. Hopefully you've seen videos number 1 and number 2, basically showing you some of the causes of why the steering trim kind of seems to go out of whack. Basically, you know, the steering will kind of go off, you have to retrim it, it'll go off again, you have to retrim it, and back and forth and such. So I covered number 1 and 2, which is basically the front pivot block and also basically this drag link that can kind of strip out. And the third thing I found that basically will affect your steering trim, and it's not as common, but it is something that can happen, is basically right here on the steering rack. You can see my aluminum AB horn, and I've got it mounted on B obviously. But what happens is basically this steering rack has got basically a square peg coming out that this AB horn actually attaches to. It bolts right on, and that thing's made out of plastic, and this thing grips on pretty well. And what actually happens is that square peg will kind of twist and kind of start cracking and kind of like shearing itself off of the rest of the steering rack. So and it can be kind of subtle. It may not completely shear off, but it could be kind of like partially torn, and then basically your steering kind of seems a little off. You know, you kind of turn the wheel and it won't quite turn quite right, and then the next time you turn the steering wheel, it'll basically turn more. So it'll get kind of inconsistent after a while, and then eventually it'll completely shear, and then you know, your servo horn will be your AB horn will be completely detached from your steering, and then turning the steering wheel won't do anything at all. So I've had to replace that on my plastic steering racks. You know, some people go with the aluminum ones, but I kind of like having a little bit of flex, so you know, something can kind of take some abuse when you actually crash into something. You know, you don't really have a front bumper or anything, so these wheels basically smash into stuff. And having, you know, a little bit of a, I guess I don't know what you call it, like a fuse in the system, or basically a weak point in the system to actually break and not cost that much money is kind of why I leave the plastic bell cranks in there. So anyways, hope that was interesting and useful to you. Steering trim fix number 3 is basically double check your square peg on your steering rack, and if that looks damaged or cracked or anything, definitely replace it, and then your steering should be fine after that. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel as always. Hopefully you enjoyed it and maybe learned something. So take care guys, and I'll look for more videos soon. Bye.